Good evening, ma'am. In this short video, I'm going to explain the five schools of penology and how they each view the causes of crime and the appropriate punishments. Number 1. Pre-scientific or demonological school. This is the oldest theory of crime dating back to ancient times. According to this school, crime was seen as a sin. People believed that criminals committed crimes because they were possessed by demons, evil spirits, or influenced by the devil. As a result, punishment was harsh, irrational, and based on superstition. Examples include public execution, torture, or burning at the stake. The goal was not rehabilitation. It was to satisfy divine justice and remove evil from society. Number 2. Classical school. The classical school emerged in the 18th century, influenced by the thinkers like Cesar Beccaria and Jeremy Bentham. This school believed that people have free will and they commit crimes after weighing the benefits and consequences. So, why do you think commit crimes? Because they think the reward is worth the risk. Therefore, punishment should be certain, swift, and proportionate to the crime. The idea was to deter crime through rational, consistent punishment, not excessive violence. The classical school introduced the idea of equality before the law. Number 3. The neoclassical school developed later as a modification of classical school. It still believed in free will, but it also recognized that some people have capacity to make rational choices, such as children, the mentally ill, or those with disabilities. So while the neoclassical school still supported punishment as a deterrent, it also allowed for mitigating circumstances. This led to more individualized punishments and the idea that not all offenders should be treated the same. Number 4. Now we move to the 19th century when the positivist school emerged. This school rejected the idea of free will. Instead, it argued that criminal behavior is caused by factors outside a person's control, such as biology, psychology, environment, or social conditions. One, one famous figure from this school is Cesar Lombroso, who believed that criminals could be identified by physical features. While his theory has been criticized, the general idea remains. Criminals are made, not born. So, punishment in this school focused less on retribution and more on treatment, rehabilitation, and social reform. Number 5. Modern Era Clinical School. Finally, the modern era clinical school builds on the positivist approach. It uses a scientific and psychological method. To understand criminal behavior, offenders are treated like patients and experts study their mental health, background, and personality. Why do people commit crimes according to this school? Because of individual psychological problems, trauma, or mental disorders. So, punishment becomes more like treatment such as therapy, counseling, or psychiatric care. The focus is on rehabilitating the offender and reintegrating them into society. So to summarize, the pre-scientific school or demonological school blamed crime on demons. The classical school focused on free will and deterrence. The neoclassical school added fairness and recognized exceptions. The positivist school looked at external and biological causes, and the modern clinical school emphasizes psychological treatment. Each school reflects how our understanding of crime has evolved over time, from punishment to prevention, from sin to science. Yun lang po, ma'am.